Hello. Yeah, I've been redoing the world map to how I remember. Um, if you, America had, I think that was called the Florida Gulf, because you got the Gulf of Mexico here, and I think they said Florida Gulf. They did call it backwards rather than the Gulf of Florida, but America had a bit cut out here because the Gulf Stream with South America, sort of underneath North America, the Gulf Stream come in here and then come across to the UK. So that was in this bit. So it come around there. The water rose up, come around there. I have moved Washington DC to. So because at the moment Washington DC is over here on the coast, but before that was more in the centre, sort of down, sort of Kentucky way, sort of around there. That was Washington DC. Um, yeah, I've made Canada a little bit smaller. Sorry, Canada, but sort of America comes sort of across here more or less straight. You've got New York around here. Try to use my phone and do this, which is a bit awkward, and use the mouse at the same time. So I've made France a bit bigger, Spain a bit bigger. England has roughly stayed about the same size, but the whole of Europe has shrunk. So you've got Italy coming down here, Sicily, all the Greek islands. This used to be Belgium around here. Zeebrugge was just about there. That's where the car ferry disaster was. You had Poland around here, Germany around here. Guernsey and Guernsey, the British islands, Channel Islands, they were here. They weren't right next to France, which is, and you got Gibraltar, that was an island in between Spain and Morocco. It had Portugal, sort of that. Let's just try and zoom in a bit more. So, like Portugal, they didn't have the bottom here. That sort of come round this way, round from from the top of Spain, round to about there, and the old Algarve was sort of at the top, and Catalonia, Spain owned that, and that was sort of inside Portugal, sort of about here. They're saying all this is Catalonia around here, but that was a separate bit inside Portugal for some reason. I don't know why. But that was sort of there. And they did get independence, in my timeline. And also Turkey was part of the EU in my timeline as well. The other side of Turkey was Istanbul. Yeah, it's very hard to scroll across with the. Let's see what I'm doing. Yeah, so that's more sort of underneath, but that had this bit cut out. New York is well, messed up really. How I remember New York is two islands. You had Manhattan Island on the outside, and then you had Long Island. Because remember, like all the films where they'd set off like a nuclear bomb here, and you get a tidal wave will come and crash into New York. But now New York is sort of surrounded by land. Manhattan Island doesn't look like an island anymore. That's not separate. But New York is just completely different. Changes all the while. That's messed up. Anything about Australia? Where's my toolbar? Need to get better software. Oh, I don't know if I can zoom in on Australia. Need to go down a bit. Yeah, because I remember the Great Barrier Reef being up here, sort of, and that was near the equator, sort of. That's huge. But now you've got the Great Barrier Reef coming down the side here. Where it was up here, and you had like Bali, and people would go on holiday to Bali, and then they'd go to see the Great Barrier Reef. Actually, Australia is still sort of the wrong shape. That did come out here more. And you had the Northern Territory, which was sort of the biggest one. Victoria Territory was huge. I think you now got sort of Western Australia and the Northern Australia. They've got more territories now. Yeah, and we didn't have like the Oceania Ocean sort of around here. I'm not too sure if that's there or not. Try to find out if it's real. Oceania, because before that used to be just in, George Orwell's 1984 was you had Eurasia and Oceania, like the wars they had. Where's my mouse? Yeah, because you. Yeah, Saudi Arabia used to be a lot smaller and they'd run out of oil. That was the Ascension Island, right smack bang in the middle. Let's zoom out a bit. So from England, they went from here, stopped at the Ascension Island, and then carried on down to the Falklands. That was sort of more or less straight across. But now you've got the Ascension Island with all the map all squashed up, is right down here, right near Africa. But that was smack bang right in the middle. Okay, well that's a little bit of my map anyway. Okay, thanks for watching. Let's see. Yeah, so is that the globe you remember? Sort of more like that, a lot more oceans. Australia way down here, not right up close. You had this was Thailand, and Malaysia was two separate islands. This wasn't Malaysia. Singapore was not part of Malaysia. That was just Singapore was sort of separate. Right at the bottom of Thailand. Then you've got up here is. Okay, that'll do. Okay, thanks then for watching. Bye.